Boom! We are off with another episode of Booze Your Daddy, the podcast. I'm your host. I'm just going to say daddy. It's the new year. Why not?
No, it's not the... Oh, gross. No,
But-
we're not starting out the new year that way. Absolutely not. I veto that.
Here with
I
my
absolutely veto
girl,
that.
Stephanie Blue and True Dacona. What's up, boo?
Ooh, nothing. Do I need a new nickname? I mean, daddy's not going to catch on ever.
No, your
Do
name
I
is
s-
awesome. You're not changing. That's not happening.
I don't know. I thought maybe this year I'm a new woman.
If you would like to be a new woman, I would, but like you're Blue and True forever. Even right now, before we started this, you cannot find any Bud Light cans, so you go long next because you're
Long
better
necks.
than
I know, because I'm bougie as shit.
I'm bossy.
I'll say, first of all, I thought Bud Lights were twist off.
I think Yingling might be the only long neck twist off that I know of.
The fuck? Now I need a can opener. Hold, please. Entertain the guests.
Doot. And we're back. Oh, there we go, everybody. Okay.
First of all, is
No.
your shock jock now?
I love that when we're doing these intros, and for people who are listening to this, just know that we put all these videos full, for the most part, unedited, on YouTube. Stephanie today was doing one of those like Arsenio Hall's like, cue the fucking music. Let's
Yes.
do this. We
Dog
know what's coming.
pound, dog pound.
It was so good. You're basically like, oh, I know what's coming next. Blue and oh no. He just said daddy. No, we are not doing that.
Not happening.
You're supposed to wait to be introduced, and you're like, the hell with that. That is definitely not happening.
It was more important to be said. Also, I would like to start off this podcast by apologizing to our friends because I don't remember what you said, but you insulted them and I did not defend them. So to Big Mike and Joshua, I apologize.
For nothing. I hope this is that Conor McGregor speech where it's like, I would just like to apologize for fucking nothing. I'm double champ. Don't apologize for nothing.
I don't even remember what you said.
So, Stephanie, do you know that I live most of my life offending people and not realizing it? And now I as hell am not
I'm
apologizing.
aware.
If anybody is going to hold you to and then you didn't defend me, like, you can go fuck yourself. Like, no way. I'm going to say what I'm going to say. Your job is not to then – we would not like to offend the people of this country. We would not like to offend the glasses wearers of this Eurasia continent. You know, like, fuck them.
I don't think they were actually mad. I just want to put it out there. I'm sorry for whatever you said.
Well, clearly Josh was mad because he texted about that like a douchebag.
Oh, God.
I'm setting you up to apologize.
Josh,
Defend
don't
him.
listen to this episode.
No,
please.
defend him. You should be like, no, Alan, he's not a douchebag.
He is not a douchebag. He's a very nice gentleman, and so are you, and so is Mike. And all three of you, I am currently beating in Pick'em. 1 week left.
No, we're tied, babe. And
No,
you're
we're not.
You're not beating Mike. You're not beating
Yes, I
Mike.
am.
Do you know he's your opponent? He's definitely higher.
Yep, he's below. I'm 4, you're 5, and then
I think we're
they're below.
tied though, babe. I really
We
do.
are not tied. Believe me, I got nothing to go on. We're not tied.
All right, I trust you. Well,
Don't
I
try to
think
take this away from me.
it only pays, I think, the top couple, so it won't really matter.
It pays the top 3. I'm going for top 3.
Beautiful, babe. Well,
Don't yuck my yum.
do you know who says that all the time? And I would just like to wish a congratulations on a newborn, beautiful baby girl.
A very, very beautiful baby girl,
Emily Laderman.
Emily Laderman.
She has a hyphenated name, but I'm not sure of it. So let's just go with Hot Dog Girl.
We'll go with Hot Dog Girl.
Congrats to her. I also would like to talk some more shit to the people that I won't apologize for. Do you know what I'm wearing today? You see this?
A Caps jersey.
I am wearing a Caps jersey because do you know who the Caps signed this week to further make sure we win the Stanley Cup this year? Mr. 6'9" himself, not his number, talking about his height, Zdeno Chara. Welcome to the Washington Capitals, sir.
Welcome. I thought you meant Takeshi 6'9", which would be way more interesting.
You think he's playing hockey? You think he can ice skate?
Probably not. You can barely string 2 words together. Well, I know nothing about hockey, but congratulations to the Caps on their new tall hockey player.
Yes, he's 43. We're hoping he's got one good year in him. But
43? You can play hockey when you're that old?
He's a defenseman who's 6'9", and he was the captain of the Bruins for a couple of their cups. He's very good. We just need him to be serviceable for 1 year.
That's what she said.
Very nice.
Ha! Nailed it. All right, what you got? What do you got over there brewing in terms of beverages?
I got something cute today. It is out of Great South Bay. It is called Tipsy Tea, where there's a cute little comic on the outside where it says, wow, and there's a person jumping and it says, come on, everybody. It's very comic booky. It's kind of a cute.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, I've been drinking a lot of different beers, and I had bought this a while ago. And I was like, you know what? I'm kind of in the mood for some Tipsy Tea. So that is my beverage. Boo, what you working with?
I am working with something really, really crazy, a special edition, something that I did not know existed and I found the other day.
Just because you have a Bud Light in like a can that sits in your closet for 10 years doesn't make it retro, right?
No. Look at this limited edition. Can you read this label?
It says Boo Light. Oh, I've been making. Oh, on the neck too. Oh, yes. Please take a picture of that. Post that on the Instagram. Booze Your Daddy. Oh, that's really, really good.
That's good. That. And you know what? It really worked out because I happen to have a dark blue Sharpie. So some paper, a Sharpie, and some tape, and you got yourself some Boo Light.
Stephanie, that is really clever.
Thanks. I like being clever.
That is very, very good. Well, let's go for a l'chaim. Cheers to you. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Snoven Godum.
Rodent Totem.
Right. Snoven Godum. I don't know if I'm exactly saying it right, but that means Happy New Year in Russian.
Oh, mine is like tea that went bad and then somebody threw some vodka in it.
Oh, well, that's not a great sell.
Yeah, I would not.
Mine tastes like, what the fuck happened last night?
Love it. All right, Boo. Well, we joke back and forth all the time about things we see on the internet and TikTok, and I don't know.
Mostly TikTok.
I mean, I keep that the algorithm is starting to know kind of what I want to see and what makes me laugh. I saw something the other day that I took a screenshot and I wanted to tell you and certainly our listeners. Do you ever see the videos where obviously they're like duets, which you know what that are, where somebody, but the ones that somebody goes, what's something that you've seen that's renting space in your head?
Or like, like that one? Or like, tell me you're from New York without telling me.
I think those are really
Those
silly.
suck.
Yeah.
But yes, what lives rent-free in your head. Yeah.
So, and the ones that live rent-free in your head, because I use that phrase a lot, more for when somebody is really annoyed about something and they're just constantly going on and on and on and on. I said, don't let them live rent-free in your head. Like, just be done with whatever it is. The way TikTok uses live rent-free in your head is, here's something I saw a while ago that was absolutely absurd and is so funny. That's kind of how they use that. So I saw one the other day that was a flashback to some news report where they wanted to report a plane going down. And I took a screenshot, and it was Asiana Flight 214. And they released, and this is on the screen, the names of the pilots, which they were so dead serious they wanted to send their remorse. Captain Sum Ting Wong, Captain Wee Tu Lo, Captain Holy Fuck, and Captain Bang Ding Ow. And I see this, and this reporter, like Ron Burgundy, just keeps reading it, and then they cut to commercial, and they come back and they go, we would just like to report that we had the wrong names of the captains on this plane. It's like, no fucking shit. Are you kidding me? It was Captain Something Wong.
So they said that on the air? They said that on the airplane?
They said that on the air. This was the news reporters reporting the names of the
someone got fired.
Stephanie, I was crying. I was like, you've got to be kidding me. Captain We Too Low on an airplane that's about to crash?
That's amazing.
So that was something I saw. Tell me something good you saw.
Something good that I saw. Okay, so I'll try to explain it, but I don't think it's going to be as good. So I actually may try to take it off TikTok and put it onto our Instagram. And I can't tell. The thing about TikTok is people put anything up there, and you don't know half of the shit is true or not.
Most of it's not, yeah.
99% of the time, I will comment and be like, that didn't happen. Like, it'll be like, and then the person died. I'm like, she's literally walking down the street. She got out of the car fine. So there's this one, and it's a recording of a guy. It's a 911 call. It's a recording of the guy calling 911, and he's on the playground, and he's
You can't get through it.
I can't get through it. I can't tell if it's real. And that's the sad part because he's talking about this spooky baby that's following him around the playground. And it just turns out that it's a baby trying to go down a slide and he doesn't understand it. And the dispatcher keeps telling her, like, him, like, you're an adult, like, get off the phone and get the kid's parents. But I'm going to throw it up. I'm not going to throw it up, like,
I get what you meant.
Vomit, but I'm going to put it up because it's very hard to explain, but I enjoy it. And the second thing is, you know that I am obsessed with pit bulls. Can't get enough of them. And you always see, that's what TikTok to me is. It just spits them out, which is why I'm up until like 3 o'clock in the morning some days.
Okay.
And I got the greatest gift ever. I've seen these videos of like people that'll be in cars stopped at stoplights and like a dog will come out and like,
the car's driving, the dog's driving the car type of thing.
Or like there's been times where like a dog like dangles its toy out the window. So I was driving on Christmas Eve to see my aunt and uncle, stopped dead in traffic. And then I look over and right out of the car, the passenger window, a doggy pit bull pops his head out. And I turned my music down and I was like, hey, buddy, what's going on? What's going on? He was wagging his tail. Mm-hmm. And then it ended. But that to me was my greatest Christmas present. And I wish that I had my phone out because when you put those videos on TikTok.
Oh, they blow up.
Overnight success.
Overnight
success. If you're not trying, you're successful on TikTok.
I salute the people that grab their phones so quick because most of the time when those moments happen for me, Listen, I do not live in the moment. I'm not one of those people who's like, oh, I don't do that on my phone. I just like, you just had a moment with this beautiful dog. At no point are you like, I'm going to use this moment to get famous. You were just like, oh my God, this dog is so cute. This is so awesome.
Yes.
That's how life is supposed to be.
People are dumb. But yeah, so that was my Christmas gift. And I felt like I was TikTok famous, even though it didn't end up on TikTok. It was an experience that will live rent-free in my mind for the rest of my life.
That was a good callback there.
Another
thing I've seen on TikTok, which most of the time they're really stupid. Like you said, what's one way of saying you like Friends without saying you like Friends? It's like pivot. It's like whatever. That's stupid. But one of them had such misdirection, and it also makes you think. And it said, "Tell me top 5 favorite things in a category." And the person goes, "Okay. A, C, B, D," and I'm thinking like, what am I watching? And then the guy goes, "and double D." I went, that was awesome. The whole time I'm just like, what is this guy getting at? And then he goes, "double D." I was like, that was great.
There you go. I hate when you have to go into the comments and see what when they're like, find this out. And then you go in the comments and you're like, I don't know that riddle.
Yeah, I don't care. But the double D one, I was like, this is very, very good. So talking about Christmas, I was home with Julia's family and I had the pleasure of being with her nephew and nieces. And her nieces, as much as they want to be each other, are polar fucking opposites. The older one, do you remember Problem Child 2? The girl was named Trixie. Mm-hmm. This girl kind of looks like her. I went to take a nap. This is a 7-year-old who then comes to wake me up. And meanwhile, I am tucked in like as a burrito. She then takes her fingers and is peeling my eye. And I said, Aria, stop. And then I am fighting against her to close my eyes. She opens my eyes up as hard as she can, takes her other finger, pokes me directly in the eye. I was like, what is wrong with you?
Oh, kids are assholes.
Oh, she is an asshole or so. The little one though, oh my God, this little girl is so sweet. We're sitting around playing a game. I was playing Uno with her and she's so cute. And she turns and she says, "We got presents for you." And these kids had a mound of presents. So I was joking around and I turned to her and I said, "Well, that's great because I didn't get you anything." She turns and says, "It's okay. Christmas is just about being with your family anyways." And I was like,
"Oh, that's not fair.
Take my credit card. Buy whatever you want. I don't care.
Here's everything I own. Here's everything I own."
The cutest thing. I was like, these are sisters who want to be each other. And one of them tried to blind me. The other one.
No, there's always going to be you're never going to have you're always going to have at least one dick in the family. Like,
It's a dick
of
in a
you-
box. Yeah.
if you and your sister, which one is the dick?
My sister.
Yeah, your sister. I've met her. She's lovely.
So something I posted on our Instagram, and I've been posting more as the week's gone on. Did you hear about the new Girl Scout cookie fiasco?
There's a fiasco?
I mean, it's turning into a fiasco, Steph.
I don't know. When did you post it on the Instagram?
I posted it tonight, or I guess I posted it.
Oh, did you see my post about the squirrel?
Yeah, that was really good too. I like that. But you put that in the story section.
Yes,
which-
that was a story.
Yeah, stories are mainly for the people that already follow us. Stephanie, there is news, like world news going on right now related to the Girl Scout cookies. So you know those little whores that park themselves outside of the supermarkets and they try to upcharge you for all these boxes of cookies? I do not even know what it's up to. The last time I think the girl asked me for $6 and I was like,
Yeah, I
kidding
feel like
me.
they're like 9.
9?
I feel like it. I don't know.
Oh my
haven't-
God.
I didn't buy him this year, obviously, because the world was canceled. So
Yeah, not to mention you can walk in and go to the Keebler L file and they make the same crap these days, but it doesn't go towards that. Anyway, a young lady, girl in rural Tennessee, who is the leading cookie salesman, decided to do some research on said box of cookies and found out that they are made with palm oil, which, I don't really read the labels. They're delicious. Palm oil, apparently, is a limited resource, so they have to knock down rainforests to get it, and mostly comes from third world countries like Indonesia and Malaysia, where the parents bring their kids to work and function as child slave labor.
Correct. Correct.
We are minutes away from Girl Scout cookies getting canceled.
I don't think that's going to happen. They're going to figure out a way to make it seem like they're whoever they work with, it's fair trade and they get paid fair wages and blah, blah, blah. Just
You know that's not true, right? Like, no way.
Absolutely. How do you think Nike functions?
Nike functions pretty amazingly, I think.
I know. It's because they have 5-year-olds doing all their work.
Wait, do you know that I think it's in China? This is old news. The Apple factories that make the iPhones had to put out like circus trapeze bungee nets outside of the building because too many people were jumping out and trying to kill themselves.
Really?
Facts.
Wait, in Apple? Why were they killing themselves?
They were being worked so hard and had no other
got it.
option. And they were like, I'd rather die than continue working at this phone company type of place.
That's some harsh stuff. But we don't work jobs like that, so I can't imagine that. Thankfully, as much as we may complain about our jobs where we make good money and we hate working, at least we get some fair money and maybe $600 to $2,000 checks.
Hopefully, by the time this episode comes out. Furthermore, let's get into making some money because here's another story that I can't quite figure out an angle to, but this is fucking absurd. GoDaddy, the website people, you've heard of them?
GoDaddy, go. Dun, 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 dun. Wait, you don't know that TikTok song?
No, but I'm trying to learn it.
Oh my God. How do you not know the GoDaddy song?
I just assumed you were referring to me when you just said GoDaddy Go, as in like
No,
go with
that
the
would-
story.
No, that
Can we
would never
start off
happen.
next episode with GoDaddy Go?
There you go.
Go.
Oh, I'll send it to you. It's amazing.
Please
All right,
do.
Continue. There's an actual story going on.
GoDaddy, the website people, not actually what I say to myself when I'm
Yes.
doing the thing.
Ew, you made it so much
I know.
worse.
Well, what's that old joke where they say somebody asks a person, he says, "Do you smoke after sex?" And the guy says, "I don't know. I've never checked." Like
What?
smoke, physically smoke. Anyway,
Oh, like your butthole or your wiener?
either way.
Oh.
GoDaddy sent out to their workers a bonus, an email about workers receiving holiday bonuses. People went in, they clicked, they signed up, whatever they had to do to get the money. Turns out it was one big phishing scam. They were totally messing around with the people and wanted to see if they could get workers of their company to fall for a phishing scam from them. And I was like, you son of a bitches. In 2020, when people need the money, not to mention it's Christmas time, what's up with that?
Why did they? So, how are they supposed to know it was a phishing? So, like, my company does that. They send out like once a month, like a phishing scam. And basically, if you like click the link, it'll say like, you know, my firm's name, phishing scam, whatever.
Yeah, basic.
You basic. No, it's not actually connected to anything, whatever. You can tell by the email address. You know, it's not, if it's google.net.
Oh, I get it. I get plenty of emails from Service Control Center at app.io.le.com. Please send us your Apple password. I'm like, it's not happening. Like,
I get text about Chase all the time. I'm like,
right.
your chase.lol.com. No,
right,
thank you.
From what I understand, this was from at GoDaddy.com, and everybody fell for it. Yeah, but I also thought that was more of a dick move. Like
that's a real dick move. It's 2020. Shit's hard enough. Why you gotta trick them?
Right? That's
dicks.
That is some big old dicks.
That's some big old dick.
So we joked around last week about our thought of the week, and you told me that you had a thought of the week, but I thought we were doing thought like THOT thought of the week.
Thought of the week.
Did I misunderstand what this was?
No, but you keep saying thought. It's thought.
Frog protection.
Frog protection.
Are we not saying the same thing?
No, it's like when you say WAP and it's actually WAP.
Thought of the week.
Thought of the week. I forgot my thought. Oh, okay. Here's my thought.
Go ahead.
Again, most of my thoughts are things that are easy to find on Google. I just choose not to because I like to make up the scenarios.
Okay.
The money that you spend on lottery tickets, like I know when you spend it on like Powerballs and stuff like that, it just kind of banks into the jackpot. And
they take a lot out for them.
No. I know that. But I mean, like when you're buying a scratch off, whatever. Where does that money go? Who is it? Who gets that money? Because like in New York State Lotto, is it a company? This is generally, I have no idea. Uh-huh. Is it a company? Where's that money going? Is it like a New York State owned thing?
I think they get a big cut of it. Yeah. State? No, I think they get a big cut of it, but it mainly goes to the people that are running it.
That's what I didn't know.
I think. If anybody knows, definitely hit us up, boozerdaddy@gmail.com.
Yeah, where does the lottery money go? But do they use it for things like Lottery Road?
No, it's probably just getting put in the Putschki, and it goes towards the dumb stuff that we don't need to be spending our money on. Like we're having there was a Times Square ball thing for New Year's, but nobody in Times Square. So more money wasted. Why not?
Well, what I think they should do is they should
buy pit bulls.
Oh, yeah, obviously. What they should do is in states, they should team up with like other government agencies or things to raise money, have a lottery, and the winner gets 50%, and the other 50% goes to like the organization. So let's say New York State Lotto.
People do this. This is called a 50-50 raffle. Everybody does.
I'm talking the actual state lottery.
Okay.
Actual state lottery. Let's say that like in 1 month, they team up and it's a New York City school, Board of Education, whatever. You raise $20 million. Let's say you get the winning number. You get $10 million. The other $10 million goes to the Board of Education.
I think they do this, and it just doesn't.
When? Who? Where?
They do this? At some point, it's not legal. Like, it's a form of gambling. There's all types of regulations with this, I think.
It's just donations. We're already allowed to do it. Whatever. You know what? You don't want to save the kids? You want them to all work in the Apple factory? Go for it.
No, I want them to make me more Girl Scout cookies.
Exactly.
Stephanie, my thought of the week. Did I get it that time?
I don't know which one you're saying, so no.
My THOT of the week. I actually have two. One of them was some woman who has blown up over the last month. She said like, she put out like a video of thanking her 250,000 fans for her TikTok blowing up in I think like 2 months or something. So like naturally I was like, oh, her videos are her lip syncing to comedy bits. And I'm thinking, what is the
I
skill?
hate people that do those.
I mean, I actually get sucked in because my other thought of the week was a very good looking girl who did impersonations. Now, I'm not big into watching people just do impersonations where it's identical. I think it's more skilled if here's my impersonation of Jim Carrey getting into a fight with Jerry Seinfeld, and then you could do both. Like, that's funny. But if I saw this one chick who looks just like Jim Carrey do an impersonation of Ace Ventura, I don't think there's any skill to that, doing the impersonation. Furthermore, this one girl was so good looking, and she said, here's my impersonation of, and she did a million people. It was all, I couldn't even name most of these people. It was like, Gigi Hadid, and then there was Kylie Jenner, and she did her hair, she did her makeup, and her impersonations were spot on. And then I realized by the third one, she was also just lip syncing to their voices. And I was like, what is this?
You thought that she was saying it herself?
Yeah, I thought she could do that many different things.
Oh, so she wasn't actually impersonating anything.
She was changing her hair and her facial expressions of like, I'm annoyed, I'm super annoyed, I'm bored, I'm very
so this is the girl with the 250,000?
No, this one was way hotter. She had millions. It was like, what is?
It's way hotter.
She was. I just thought, like, what is this coming to? Like, here's my deal. They take away your ability, like, because all this stuff should be copyrighted, right? Like, in theory, Kevin Hart can come on there and be like, I don't want them reusing my stuff. Like,
correct.
This is absurd. There is no skill whatsoever into just lip syncing to somebody else's thing.
Dude, half the girls that do dances on there, it's
more talented, though, to do a dance,
It's not, because you're doing 5 movements to a 30-second clip. I could learn those. People just don't want to see me do it.
Speaking of dance movements, I have watched 0 minutes of The Masked Singer. Like, I've seen a second here or there, but like it's not for me. They're now doing The Masked Dancer. Riddle me that. How am I, unless it is Elvis Presley doing his niece thing or Michael Jackson doing his moonwalk. By the way, both very dead. Who the hell am I supposed to know how they dance?
First of all, if anybody listening to this didn't know either of them were dead, we are not friends anymore. I don't know. I saw a commercial for it and I was like, I can't even see any appeal to that. Watching someone dance and them being like,
how are you supposed to
Terry Crews?
Guess? Well, for the Masked Singer one, again, from the second that I did happen to see, it was like, oh, I guess that kind of sounds like Wayne Brady. Oh, that kind of sounds like Chris Daughtry or T-Pain, whoever it was. Like, I get it.
That I get.
Masked Dancer, in theory, like, let's just say some great dancers. I think these two are great dancers. J-Lo, Britney Spears, they can shake their...
Britney fell off. Have you seen any of her dancing videos from the past year or two?
She's been putting them on purpose. The one where she, like, breaks her ankles, those are all for you and I to talk about them right now, which we're doing. You're welcome, Britney.
No, that's because she has issues.
Not denying that. My point is The Masked Dancer feels really, really silly.
I don't understand what the point of it is, because you're not going to be able to. I don't know. It's dumb. It's one of those things. There's nothing on. They have to put something on. That's all they got.
What's next? The Masked Cook, where it's going to have a person come out and cook, and you have to guess that food.
I would totally watch that.
Well, yeah.
I mean, it'd make no sense whatsoever, but that actually sounds interesting because people love cooking shows. Alan, you're onto something.
I know.
Right, this right now is the moment you became famous.
Amy. All right, Steph. Well, I have trivia for you, but before we do it, I have to tell you something else that I just need to come clean. I had my second Christmas dinner. My first ever one was with Timmy. We all know him. We all love him. Where I sat down and had more ham than I could possibly eat. And it's been about 10 years since that Christmas dinner. And forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. I did not realize how great Christmas ham is.
I did not. I have not had Christmas ham in years.
Oh my God.
My family stopped doing it.
It's so good.
I know.
Oh my God.
I will say I hate. So my family always does basically the same thing at Christmas as they do at Thanksgiving. It's just kind of the same thing. And Thanksgiving is my least favorite meal ever. So, I mean, it's good, but there's never ham, and I want ham so bad.
It was so freaking good. This ham, the best is Julia says, me being Jewish, she goes, is it okay if we get a ham for Christmas? And I said, actually, I'm not okay with that because one ham is not going to be enough. You probably should get multiple
You dick.
Dude, it was so
I know.
good. I
You
couldn't
know,
stop.
you know what my family used to do? I was telling a friend about this, and it just makes my family seem really poor, but it's what I found out is like we think a Depression era recipe, it's called a ham hash. And basically it's the next day, it's after Christmas or Thanksgiving.
You smoke it and get high?
No, you basically like in a blender, like blend up all the ham.
Oh, okay. I didn't know where this was going.
And then you mix it with the leftover mashed potatoes.
No,
And
this is where I thought it was going.
Make them into patties.
What are you, Gypsy Rose, drinking this? Like, what is crazy?
And then put them into the pan and make them like patties, like a hamburgery kind of a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Salty, great. It's what we always did. I was telling my friend this, and she was like, "That's not normal."
No.
And when I asked a family member about it, she said that so it's from like long line in my family. They think it just came from like Depression era, like
Maybe
using everything we have left over, kind of a thing.
Gotcha.
So I love ham. I never get ham. If my family's listening to this, anybody buy me, can you just buy like a piece of ham at the store?
They slice it literally from what we're talking about. It's called, you just go to the deli and they'll slice you as much as you want.
That's not real ham?
Yes, it is. It's literally, you're kidding, right? It's a whole ham that they just slice.
No, it's not.
You can also get a ham steak, babe. Like I have one in the freezer, like a steak ham. Not.
That's
you know
what I was
right?
asking. That shit at the deli is not real ham. Just like you're not getting real fucking turkey and chicken and roast beef. It's all congealed shit that they put in a bag and freeze dry.
I think they have good stuff too, though.
Well, I don't know. I'm on a ham steak.
They definitely have that. I have one in my freezer.
All right, I'm getting a ham steak. You know what? I'm going to make a ham steak, and I'm going to eat it on the next episode, and I'm going to let you know how it is.
Well, that gives us a great segue for...
Everybody knows ham steak. Great segue to trivia. Hit me with it.
Tonight, we will be testing your knowledge on pigs, because that's where...
The fuck are you talking about? Fuck.
I have 5 questions. I can't stop thinking about the ham is basically what it was. Stephanie, you know me. I'm going to make these very, very gettable for you. Are you ready?
No, I'm not prepared at all for trivia on pigs. But let's go.
Did you know that pigs have, obviously they have 5 senses the way we do. One of their senses is extremely powerful. Which sense is it? You know the 5 sense, right?
This one.
You were saying, you're pointing to their snout. You're saying that they have a very powerful sense of smell. That is correct.
Yay.
Because they have a terrible sense of sight.
Yes.
Apparently they cannot see anything.
Does this sound like it?
It does. Question number 2. When it comes to decibels, a jet engine can reach 120 decibels. Did you know that a pig can squeal very loud, plus or minus 10 decibels?
10 decibels.
How loud can a pig squeal?
65. Ow! My headphones!
Double it. 130 decibels. A pig can squeal louder than a jet engine, believe it or not.
How does it not make you go deaf when that's happening?
Don't know, but that's a thing.
All right. The more you know.
Question number 3. Well, we've been sitting here talking about ham.
Ham.
Hot
ham water.
Specifically comes from what part of a pig?
The butt.
That is correct.
The butt. Ham butt.
Did you know that? Pork butt?
I mean, it made sense to me. Wait, then what comes from, like, what's the other parts?
Well, the belly is the pork belly, and that's where the bacon comes from. And then
what
there's
about the pig back?
Pork loin or pork line if you're Steve Harvey. Pork line.
Ew. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I looked up a chart, and I just want to know where the ham comes from, and it's the tush is what it is.
It's the tush, the tushy.
Yes. Very good, Stephanie. You're killing this.
Killing it. Know my pigs.
Now, I don't know if I agree with this one 100%, but when I looked it up, it's what I got. When it comes to the animal kingdom, pink pigs are the 5th smartest animal. You're going to get a point.
Pink pigs?
Pigs. I just stuttered on my words.
I thought you said pink pigs. Okay.
I need you to name the animals. There's 4 that are smarter than pigs. I'll give you 3 strikes. 4 animals.
All right, dogs.
That is correct. That was the number 4. I actually thought
Um,
pigs were smarter than dogs. That's why I wasn't so sure about this list.
I'm gonna go with like ape, orangutan, arena.
Chimpanzee is number 1.
Okay. Let's see.
Wow, you're killing this. I thought you would struggle. So good for you.
A cat.
What?
Oh, a dolphin.
Dolphin is number 2. You got 1, 2, and 4. And number 3, never forgets.
An elephant.
An elephant. Stephanie.
That's good. You don't give me animal trivia, man. I don't know where that dolphin. As soon as I said cat, I was like, oh, dolphin. I don't know how my brain got there, but yeah, they're those are smart guys.
Yeah, there were some weird ones in the top 10. It was like crows were up there and bees were up there, and I think squirrels were in the top 10. I was like, what?
Squirrels, just like the murder squirrel. The murder squirrel. For those that did not see the Instagram story, there's apparently a MMA fighting squirrel on the loose in Queens that is attacking people, and one person almost got their finger bit off.
That's great. And question number 5. Apparently pigs are way faster than I thought they were. The way they phrased this was great, so I'll go with that. How many minutes, plus or minus 2, will it take a pig to run a mile?
How many minutes, plus or minus 2?
For a pig to run a mile?
So basically, how many miles an hour?
No.
Correct. Oh no, a minute. Wait, freeze it again. This freezing is confusing the shit out of me.
I have the numbers for either or. Do you want to do miles per hour, or do you want to do how many minutes to run a mile?
Do miles per hour.
Fine. Miles per hour, plus or minus 2.
9.
Correct answer is 11 miles per hour.
Oh, that was my first guess.
It would take a pig 7 minutes to run a mile. They run 7-minute miles.
Jesus
That's like
Christ.
that's like JV track for them.
Oh my God, that's better than me. Can I just tell you that I was going to say 11, and then I was like, that's too high. Animal trivia.
Stephanie, you
Nailed
killed it. 4 out of 5, and the second one, I mean, that was awesome. Great job.
Which one did I get wrong?
The decibels. You said half how loud I can get. Do you want me to squeal again how loud I can get, or no?
No, don't, because it almost busted my eardrums. Ham trivia. Ham trivia.
Ham trivia. That's all I got, Boo.
That's all I got. Boo Light. Everybody try it. It's
awesome.
Very, very special. It is $100 a bottle because I have to make them all myself.
It's true.
Actually, I would charge $3 a bottle above what the Bud Light costs.
Okay, so you're making out pretty good.
$5.50 bottle.
Very nice. All right, people. That wraps up another episode. Thanks for listening. Make sure you hit the subscribe. Follow us everywhere. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. There's a new thing coming out that I'll be telling you guys next episode. Daddy loves you.
Go Bills, go Seahawks.
Mwah.